morning, everyone. I shall be speaking about myself achievements in the last 1 year, since July 2023 till now. These are the headings under which I'll be speaking. So the PubMed indexed original articles are 10. These are published in European Journal of Ophthalmology, IGO, NMJI, High Altitude Medicine and Biology, IGO, again High Altitude Medicine and Biology, Romanian Journal, and the European Journal of Ophthalmology. The original articles under publication are two. These are again under the Romanian Journal and the IGO. And the case reports oblique photo essays which have been published in the last 1 year are 15. This is the iJournal. Again, this retinous cases in the iJournal. This is in DGO. This is in COT. This on the online in the Retina Rocks. This is a cover image of the iJournal. It has been accepted in the American Academy of Ophthalmology intralenticular dexamethasone implant. And this in the iJournal, this DGO. And this video has been provisionally accepted in American Academy, again iJournal, Romanian, and this iJournals. So the book chapters are 3, that is vascular occlusions with and without macular edema, posterior uveitis and vasculitis, and the third is optic disc drusions. The award in the Vizag in third midterm conference, I got the best free paper award in the comprehensive ophthalmology. And this, regarding the organizing capabilities, we conducted the Uveitis Bengal Summit along with the members of the Uveitis Society of the Bengal on 12th December 2023. And achievement as a teacher, as the shlok goes, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param, Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah. That is, the Guru is supreme. And what we feel is that if we don't pass this knowledge to our generations, to next generations and to the students, then it is futile. So these are my students who have got the various prizes. And these are my poster presentations in the last 1 year. This is a video presentation which was presented in the Kolkata last year, this March 2024. And these are the faculty presentations. Now, something about the pioneering research in the high altitude and retinal disorders. If we go back to the literature, then there is hardly any data from the India regarding the high altitude disorders. So this was my first paper, Central Retinal Artery Occlusion in Young Adults at High Altitude, which was adjudged as the best paper in comprehensive ophthalmology last year. And this was the first paper on CRO in young patients in high altitude. So CSCR, central serous chorioretinopathy at high altitude, has never been discussed prior to this. And so it was a multifactorial perspective which was published in the High Altitude Medicine and Biology, which is one of the best journals of the high altitude medicine. Hyperhomocystinemia, high altitude and varied retinal manifestation. Again, the association between the homocysteine level and the high altitude, as there are various causes which can lead to the increase in the hyperhomocystinemia. So it was published. And retinal manifestations in high altitude. And this paper has been recently published in European Journal of Ophthalmology, that is a delayed high altitude retinal hemorrhages in well-acclimatized lowlanders. Regarding the innovations, the first was subconjunctival anesthesia. It was recently published in European Journal of Ophthalmology. The second is a glaucoma related, and this was a video which was So the retinal related research, this has been published in the Romanian Journal, where we can use a Ozil tip for doing the phacoemulsification. So to summarize, the PubMed indexed original articles are 12, case reports 15, book chapters 3, AIRS webinar on trauma 1, award best paper, leadership qualities, uveitis, meet organization, surgical innovations 3, and the pioneering research in high altitude related articles, 5 articles. So thank you very much for your attention and support. And I would like to acknowledge my family members, Professor Vishali Gupta, my mentor and guide, faculty members, my junior residents, and all my patients. Thank you so much.
So for the high altitude CSR,
Sir.
did you have any different like time scale for resolution, or did you have to do any treatment for it?
Sir, like no, the resolution is same, but the causes were multifactorial, and that's what we were thinking, that we can do the further study comparing the CSR in the high altitude and in the lowlanders.
So, was it just like a case, or did you do like a cross-sectional study for that?
Pardon, sir?
Did you just do a case
No,
report?
no, no. It just was just a case reports. I mean, letter to the editor, sir. So,
Since you have done the study on high altitude sicknesses, and what do we do for prevention?
in high altitude,
Yeah.
ma'am. Oh yeah. Basically, for the general population who is going to the lowlanders, who are going to the high altitude for the longer durations, so there are various factors. The number thing first, though, we have to go step by step, for which acclimatization is there. So that acclimatization schedule is there. The second thing is, if you're going for the long term, we should take vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and the folic acid, because that leads to the deficiency in our body, and which leads to increase in homocysteine level, and which may lead to the number of complications which we have shown in our studies.
Any role of smelling camphor when we are at high altitudes?
Pardon, ma'am?
Any role of smelling camphor?
No, no, ma'am. We haven't seen. In fact, Diamox is given for prevention, ma'am. Yeah, yeah, sir. I'm in army only, so that's why I could conduct, all these studies. And on 2,600 troops, one study was conducted where this recommendation was given to give the B6, B12, and the folic acid. And it was published in the NEJM, sir. Sir.
So for intumescent mature cataract, do you routinely make 25 gauge ports to decompress the vitreous?
Only in phakomorphic glaucoma, sir.
Yeah, but do you think this is do you routinely do these 25 gauge
No,
ports?
if chamber is completely collapsed,
Okay,
and we are
there
not
lot
able
of
to.
other options, like we can use mannitol preoperative.
Yeah, that we do, sir. So those standard things, we do everything. Like I'm a vitreoretinal surgeon, so I'm more comfortable in making that. But routinely we give the mannitol, etc. So that medical management is always done. But despite of that, if chamber is completely collapsed, IUP is high, so for decompression.
Thank you so much.